What's going on, guys? Tournzy with here today. Welcome back to another NHL 17 franchise mode playthrough with the Edmonton Oilers here. And gonna do something different today. For the first time, I'm actually gonna live stream. I'm gonna make the live stream private, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cut and edit this video and only show you the important parts of the season moving forward, just because I kind of want to mix it up on this channel, and hopefully that works out for you guys. So if you want to watch the whole live stream, feel free to do so, but I will be uploading a shortened version later tonight on the NHL, the day of the NHL season debut. So cheers, guys. So first line of business, we're right at the trade deadline here, I believe, so let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. Where are we? Yeah, so we're the day before the trade deadline, so let's go decide if we really want to make any decisions on trading or moving any of our players. So you can see here, Milan Lucic is our oldest player, but he does have 3 years left, so I think we're going to retain him for this cup run, just because we can move him at the draft or later on next year if we don't actually make it far in this year's playoffs. And then other than that, we just have Jordan Eberle and Andre Suster at 30 years old, who I definitely don't want to trade. Is anybody unhappy that could be moved? So Jake Doherty, we could move him for an asset. Also Ethan Bear, he's not playing either. So let's see if I can move both of these guys. Alright guys, so we have Jake Doherty, top 6 potential D-man, Ethan Bear, who's also on a roster. Both of these guys have been scratched this year, and we're getting a top 4 defenseman in return, and we're also taking in some cap with Clark MacArthur. So third round pick, 2 third-round picks to tip the scales in their favor, and let's see if they accept this. So it looks like they did, guys. We got to send Jesse Prairie down, which kind of sucks, but he has kind of been a dud in our system, so maybe he's better off playing the AHL and get his confidence back there. So here's our best lines now, guys. Eberle on the top, left wing, McDavid, Ehlers, Lucic, Hopkins, Milano, Kirby Reichel, Nolan Patrick, Draisaitl, pretty solid third line there, and then Clark MacArthur, Taylor Beck, and Matthias Janmark. On defense, we have Griffin Reinhart, even Provorov, and we finally picked up another 85 overall defenseman, Zaboral. So I think this was a good trade for us. He was drafted 13th overall in the 2015 draft. Good skater, he's got good shooting, and he's going to be a good addition to the team. Let's go ahead. He's a minus 21. Oh my god, he's been having a bad season over there in Boston. That's ridiculous. Obviously, starting goalies, we got Fitzpatrick and Vasilevsky here, and they want Vasilevsky to start, so we'll do that. I mean, we're already making the playoffs, so I'm not too worried about it. So it looks like they sent down PRV, and someone probably claimed him, unless he's scratched. Yeah, so we lost PRV in that trade. It wouldn't essentially let me send down Slepyshev or MacArthur, which is kind of weird, but whatever. I mean, he was a dud in our system. Alright guys, now that we've made our trades, let's go ahead and get into some of the simulating here. So I'm just going to go 5 games at a time like I usually do, and that's going to take us up to our next promotions night. I think we're a better team because of that trade, but yeah, right as we make that trade, Andre Suster gets injured. That's funny. He's on the bottom 3, so we're just going to replace that player. Another defensive injury, man. Let's just go best lines here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to call up Kill Fleury. So yeah, put Slepyshev in there, and I definitely don't want that, so we're going to go ahead and call up Kill Fleury. Okay, so a couple defensive injuries, which is going to result in Slepyshev playing on defense there, but we don't have any other option. It's not letting us make any roster moves, which is kind of weird. And yeah, we'll be over the salary cap if anything happens, so we're going to have to go with Slepyshev on the third line for right now. So let's go ahead and set the ticket prices. Let's auto-assign. It seems to be that they put down the prices there, and yeah. Alright guys, so after making that trade for Zaboral, we lost in a shootout to Tampa. We beat Calgary 7-5. We lost to Arizona. We beat LA, and then we lost in a shootout to Boston. So 2-1-2 record, not too bad. Let's go ahead and sim another 5 games. Ivan Provorov, injured with a sore knee. This is going to be a big one for us. Let's see. Well, at least we got a couple of our guys back. Let's go ahead and just go best lines and see what it gives us. So McDavid down to a 94. Reinhart, Clefbaum, Zaboral, and there's Suster. So, I mean, we have all defensemen in there. I'm not too worried about it. It's not like Slepyshev in there or anything. Freaking Slepyshev. I can't believe we lost Jesse PRV when that happened. That was ridiculous. Top 6D, we can definitely use that. How old is this guy? He's 29, but I think we can still use him, so I'm going to go ahead and claim him. Klaus Dahlbeck, welcome to the Edmonton Oilers. So Provorov's back to play. We're just going to go ahead and go best lines, and that's going to take Caleb Jones out of the lineup. So scouting assignment, we could definitely use some defensemen, so I'm going to send him to the QMJHL because there's 16 defensemen there. Alright, so in those 5 games, we went loss, win, 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 loss. So 3-2, not bad. We're maintaining a winning record, so I'm pretty happy with that. Another defenseman. I don't think I want to claim this guy because he is going to just clog up our... I mean, he's 24, 7th D potential. He's just going to clog up the minor, so I'm not going to take this guy, unfortunately. Alright guys, so last 5 games, win, loss, loss. So ending with 2 losses, another 3-2 record. But again, since we've made that trade, we are 8-3-2. So we've been doing well, you know what I mean? And yeah, so let's go ahead and wrap up the season here. We got 6 more games, so I'm just going to simulate the rest of them. We pretty much already made the playoffs. Arizona's probably our biggest competition at this point. So Clefbaum, injured groin. He's only going to be out a week, so let's just go ahead and go best lines. Clefbaum's back a little bit early, so again, just best lines here. I'll show you guys again the lines really quickly before we go into the playoffs. But okay, ending that last stretch there with a loss, shootout win, loss, win, and win. So 4-1-1, not a bad way to end the season. So you can see our team prestige pretty high, our local popularity is very high, our national popularity is very high, and we're doing very well. You know, when we took this over, these were below 500, and team prestige was actually below 300 when I took over. So we've turned this franchise around, but looks like something needs some maintaining here. So let's go ahead and go do that. The executive suites. So the executive suites need some maintaining. So let's go ahead and do that. It's going to cost us 0.346 million. Which isn't going to leave us with a ton of money in case we go on a long playoff run and we need to maintain the bathrooms, lower bowl, or club seats. Our owner is also very happy with us. Fan happiness up at 89. So we almost got 50 wins this year, but we're ending 47, 25, and 10. Let's go ahead and check what our owner wants to talk to us about. So he wanted 27 sellouts this year to help establish our home ice. I'm not sure if that happened. Stretch goals, club seats need to be upgraded, so that didn't happen yet. But sellouts. How can we check the sellouts? I mean, I'm assuming they're pretty, no sellouts on the last game attendance. So I don't know how many sellouts we got, but I'm sure he'll tell us in a couple of days. So you can see here the state of our team. We are a contender, and he fully expects us to make the playoffs, which we did. And once we make the playoffs, obviously anything can happen. So in the past couple weeks, you can see that his happiness has gone up. And he's very pleased with our work, and we'll probably get a renewal contract once our current contract is up. Alright guys, so season's over, and we did win our division, 104 points there. LA a close second at 99, tying with Arizona at 99, and the Ducks also made the playoffs at 95, so I'm assuming they still have some of their big name players on the team. But it looks like Calgary, Vancouver are both dropping off, as well as San Jose. Let's go ahead and check out the individual stats. So just starting off looking at our points, you can see Connor McDavid, our point leader, a point a game player once again, ending the season at 94 overall, putting up 82 points. Guy's a beast. What do you expect? Kind of an unexpected season though by Nick Ehlers. It's a good thing we kept this guy. I was debating whether to trade him or not last year because he wasn't the best defensively, but obviously proving his worth by putting up 78 points in 79 games. So quick snapshot of our centers. You can see Draisaitl and Nugent Hopkins both putting up about 65 points, which is fantastic considering Hopkins on the second line and Draisaitl on the third line putting up 63 points, I think is more impressive. Patrick only with 41 points, so I don't think that's disappointing, but he's on the third line. He's putting up 0.5 points a game. That's still good, and his medium elite potential hasn't dropped. Left wingers, you can obviously see we have a bundle of them. Milan Lucic leading the way with 51 points. Sonny Milano on the second line, only 43 points, but he's a two-way forward, so he's more there for his defensive categories and his physical categories than his scoring. Kirby Reichel with 40 points on the third line very well. I can't really count MacArthur because he was playing on the Bruins for most of the year, so those 29 points, I'm not sure how many with us, but you can see he played 84 games. Janmark and Taylor Beck, both minus players, but putting up about 19 and 13 points respectively. Right wingers, we got Nick Ehlers, Jordan Eberle, obviously getting rid of Nail Yakupov last year. Jordan Eberle, despite having a 5-star shooting category, only putting up 23 goals. Nick Ehlers actually had 31. And a little bit more assists as well. So, gonna see if we can get some more right wingers because I don't like having an imbalance of left wingers and right wingers on the team. Defensemen, here we go. This is why I traded for Provorov and Zaboral. They both put up good points, and I know Zaboral's minus 24, but he was playing on Boston for 3/4 of the season, so I can't really count that. But you can see 29 points for Provorov, 28 points for Zaboral, even Reinhardt chipping in, putting up 20 points, Clefbaum with 15, Nurse with 10, Jones with 8, Suster with 4, and our only minus player looks like was Nurse, also Suster, but Suster was only minus 1. Dahlbeck also played 10 games. I'm not sure if that was with us or with another team. but he was a -2. So goalies, despite it always putting in Vasilevsky, I'm pretty sure that Fitzpatrick played majority of the game. So yeah, there you can see it. You can see why. He's got a lower goals against average, 2.24 versus a 2.8. Also, save percentage is higher at 0.924 versus 0.905. So I think Fitzpatrick's going to be our starter for the playoffs, despite his star categories on the right-hand side here reflexes, puck control, and athletic not being as good as Vasilevsky's, but he does put up better numbers. So whatever it may be, the boys play better in front of Fitzpatrick than they do Vasilevsky, so that reason he's going to be the starter. He also won the Conn Smythe last year, so it only makes sense. So final thing I'm going to check out here is the team stats, guys. I'll go ahead and open up the entire league. So you can see Toronto Maple Leafs leading the way with 112 points. We're in 5th there with 104, only behind Nashville in the Western Conference. The other 3 teams are Eastern Conference teams: Pittsburgh, New York Islanders, Toronto Maple Leafs. Funny the Toronto Maple Leafs are up there. Let's go ahead and rank us with goals per game, goals for per game. So you can see there, again, we're ranked 5th with goals for per game, so pretty good there. And goals against per game, kind of high. Well, I'd say it's not that high. We're in the top 10. You can see us right there, 2.54 for goals against, so that's not that bad. The next question is, how is our power play? So you can see we're up there, top 6, only behind the 2 teams that were above us in the standings, Islanders, Pittsburgh, and then Montreal, Buffalo, and Ottawa. We also had 9 shorthanded goals against, which is kind of weird. Doesn't look like our PK fared too well, so you can see here it looks like we're in the bottom tier. We had about 8% PK, which puts us in the bottom tier, probably in the bottom 10. Shorthanded goals for, where are we? Kind of middle of the pack as well down here, okay? And you can see our last 10 games, 6-3-1. Our away record's slightly worse than our home record. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out, guys.
Me, I'm just done.